Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our Planet Coaster live stream series that we have going on here. Now, a few things I have added in, changed up some of the fencing on the back end of our wooden coaster here, our RMC, extended the parking lot back off in this direction to kind of fit along with the park size. I think it'll actually end up being a little bit better of a parking lot. I do still have to go in and do some cleaning through it, but you know, it is what it is. And why are people walking all the way over here? I mean, I know it's path, don't get me wrong, I know that. That means they got off or out from the Peak Creator here and decided to walk over this way. I don't understand that. Like, look at this guy. Where are you going? The longboat is looking old. Well, you know what? You go get lost in the parking lot. I don't care. That's rude. Rude comment. It's 4 days old, for God's sakes. 4 days. Telling me it looks old. Jesus. That's ridiculous. But, alright. So, what are we going to be doing in today's episode? I'm going to get some of the fencing and stuff put up around this coaster. Like I said, we pretty much covered the fencing around here, except from the back side. I'm probably just going to run that right into the cliff, though. Same thing coming over there. And so we do have to build the waterfall. That is something we still need to do. And then probably just put up some trees along this side of it. This is going to be kind of a little backstage area, so I'll start this process. Probably won't finish it on stream. And then gonna look to go ahead and get the wing coaster built up. I wanted to do a wing coaster because it does seem to kind of fit, I think, with the Viking theme very well, right? What we are going to do is, since I think we're going to lead the path work off over in this direction to kind of go around, and we'll probably add in a cut through right here around this little water feature thing. But I think I'm going to put it here so this way we can get the entrance coming out on that side. Exit comes out right here. So either way, you know, you still got to walk all the way around to get into the entrance. Or I'll put the entrance to come get on the right here, but you exit out over on this side. That's probably going to be the better way to do it. But we'll have to see how that goes. So, alright, let's get started in this thing. Okay. Now, one of the first things first, it's actually fairly simple. Let's go and do the waterfall. I guess since I actually made that pretty rocky, it's not going to be the easiest thing to do in the world now. Alright, that was my mistake. So, let's look up water. There we go. From middle, top. Waterfall top. That doesn't look like a waterfall top. There we go. This actually... There we go. So we got that waterfall built in there. That's looking a little better. Not great, but better. Now I'm going to have to probably just add some rocks into it along here to kind of help it a little bit, but I mean, it's just a cliff face with a waterfall. You know, it's not something you're going to see a whole lot of too. You're going to be pretty much zooming around, and at these parts you're going to be kind of heading away than worried about getting your head chopped off by our little rock bridge there that we built in the last episode. So there is that. Now we do have a couple other little buildings to go through. That's here and here. A couple little just fly through parts. Nothing too drastic, but we will definitely be getting to those two today as well. So I guess I probably will have to come in and do some kind of foliage work on the inside, although I don't think too much is actually going to be done on the inside track. I am going to do some stuff here for the outside of the track. Let's see. It'll be tropical if I'm not mistaken. Indian almond tree. Actually not bad. Jesus Christ almighty, look at that. Holy Lord. Oh my God. Still huge. Little. Bigger. That's not too bad. Little tamarind tree right there. Little Benskis. Little Marinos. Another one. Yeah. Just putting in some trees. I'm not going to go heavy on the tree work over here, or really on the outside of any of these coasters, mainly just because, you know, in a lot of videos I see, yeah, there's some theme parks obviously that put quite a hefty bit in there, essentially in their presentation like that, where they are going to have a kind of, you know, really, I guess, themed out, but those are pretty much your bigger kind of parks, bigger kind of theme parks that are into theming. We're not really doing that too much here, so I do truly believe that when it comes to these coasters, yeah, you're gonna have some on the outside, but for the most part, everything that's going to be around the coaster is going to be incredibly mowed down and trimmed up. And if you look, sometimes it even just feels like a concrete pad that they're on. So I think this works fairly well in this sense. Just keep some of the trees on the outside. I am going to do some foliage in here because this is supposed to be like a little village kind of setup. And obviously going to do foliage around the water segment of it. Just because that would be incredibly difficult to prevent from happening. Just some stuff, it's not going to be very heavily foliaged. Okay, I'll say that. But it's going to have some there. You know, it would be almost impossible with a water feature like this unless you had it up against an actual like concrete tank on the outside. Even then you're going to develop moss or some shit. But here, if it was nature, you would end up growing some shit right there. So it'll be at least a little bit. Not too much though. So we got those kind of trees down. Let's... Oh, God, it went right through that. Okay. We'll come back to those buildings. Something that's going to be a little bit quicker is we're going to get this thing fenced off here. We're going to go with the same kind of fencing that we had. Pretty much working on this side over here. So let's go and figure out how to make that thing happen, for God's sakes. Scenery theme. Oh my God, we're back to Viking. Of course it is a Viking area, so that does make sense. There's one rock wall that actually looked pretty good. Where is it? can't find it now. Of course I can't find it. That's how everything works for me these days. I don't think that was it. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be somewhere. I mean, if not, then it's not, but come on, man. There it is. Ha! Found it. Alright. So, now that I've found it. Okay. I'm going to have create a little building here to add to it. There's no way to actually do that. You're right. I'm not going to attach any scenery just yet. So, let's come back over here and just do it the old school way. Okay, so now we got that. Whoa. Still too big. This is not, but... yeah, that'll actually work. It's not too bad. Oh, no. Damn it, man. Got ourselves a nice little fence thing going here. It actually works fairly well. I guess I gotta turn this off. Alright, let's go back to this rotation snap. Boom, turn it around. Beautiful, there we go.
Lebo.
There we go. That looks just about perfect. I don't think I could ever do anything that perfect ever again. Thanks, buddy. Still left the railing. Yeah, this is the love-hate part of the mini coaster because I really do love the game and playing it, right? But sometimes the tediousness of it gets kind of draining. Maybe that's just me personally, to be honest with you. It could be. You know, I wouldn't put it past myself on that one. But I'm just saying, when I try to do stuff like this, it takes it out of you, to say the least, you know what I mean? I'm going to continue. And I'm only really doing this because I think, you know, one, yeah, we have the chain link fence there, but in normal, you're going to have additional fencing, right? You know, I think it just makes sense. And in reality, putting this fence here, it goes along with our area. So, yeah, I think it works pretty damn well for kind of filling in for what we needed to do. So let's come back over here. And bring it back down and around. Watch the ride fly past us. Actually should do just fine. I thought we kind of extended that port out, but I think we are good to go there. We've got that fairly well surrounded. I think it actually works out pretty damn decent. One stupid side. I always forget one side. You know, I'll never sit there and do like a whole fence or anything, or think I'm doing a whole fence and just stop after one side going, yeah, alright, I'm done. No, it's always, I do all of them except for that one final side, and by the time I get to it, it's like that, and I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. Why are y'all making me be this way? You know, but hey, that's just me. Alright, so now I need to put in a little bit of a cover. It doesn't have to be anything major, anything drastic, but it does need to be at least a little bit of some kind of cover there, right? I think it just has to happen. And I mean, in reality, I wouldn't even mind having just the damn regular... Where are they at? Regular awning kind of thing. The little table covers, table shades. Where'd the benches go? So, I say in reality, that it's not horrible. I sit there and look at it. It doesn't actually look that bad. So I just change these colors over to red color. Boom. Now we're kind of fitting in with the old aesthetic here. Let me change it to a slightly more purplish color. Like that. Now you're right, I could actually just sit there and build this, but one, I don't have really the artistic ability to do such things. Alright. And I like the way it looks. It's plain and simple. You know, not too much to it. Shift this one, go right back there. We're cutting that turn a little short there, hombre. You don't care. You don't give a fuck. You do it. the more I look at this, the more I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. Let me change the color of the ride first. Maybe when I do that, it'll start to fit in a little bit better. Purple. Yeah, I don't mind purple, actually. Let me wait till they come around so I can see this thing. Okay. Frame area 1. Ah, that's what that thing is. Okay. So, whoop, buffered, and we're back. Okay. So I think we'll go with. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Let me see. Let me see the colors. If we go with purple and gold, or purple and white. I'll say purple and gold. Now this has got to be what frame area number 2 means. White. Now this top section, there we go. I'm going to go with purple, and then gold. Yeah, that'll work. Boom. Alright. Wild Blue will be renamed Valkyrie. I don't know if that's how you spell that. I think it might be. I don't know. But that's what we're rolling with for today. Boom. See, those still suck. Like, they still do. Why? It should be fine. I don't want to have to build my own, to be honest with you. I guess we don't really have. That does fit the aesthetic for sure. And it's a little smaller. No. I mean, look at that. That literally only protects half the damn thing. Now, I could go back over here. I could grab. Where are they at? There it is. No, damn it. Oh, wait. Alright, so I do have the whole thing. For the most part, I don't think I got one with all the... See, and I mean, the fact this actually works as a sunshade is a definite positive for it. I don't know, does it feel too large? Or definitely feels way too low, like what the fuck? I would have to pick that up to about, can I even do that? No, I cannot. Let me pick it up to about, Alright, let me see. I think that's as close as that thing will get to it, but let me see it come back around. Make sure I don't chop anybody's feet off. No, that is about it. Okay. That's actually doable, you know. Best viewers. Sorry, no go on that one. Thanks for putting in the chat, though. You're one of the few that have ever put anything in there. Alright. So if I were to do this again, so let's just... See, I don't want to do it like that, though, this time. This time I'd rather... Let's mix it up a little bit, you know? Alright, so y'all get shade. You get shade. No, good. I'm going to rotate this around. And boom. Alright. So, but a ride like this doesn't need just a basic kind of entrance. Right? I'm going to put a part of me wants to put a little path cover over that. Although, what I might just do... Let me see. If I were to come this way... try to get this thing done. Yeah, I'm fine with cutting over this bit of path right there. I don't really need it. Nope, let's just... Alright. Got that part in now. So, let's see here. How to go about... See, I don't know, it's going to have to be something real simple, right? It just is. If I were to come over here, let me just check out what they have that's non-gridded. No to that. Although, I think that would actually look pretty cool. Boom. Let's say we made it this height. Got that there. Alright. Shrink that on down. I don't know. I'm kind of just working out my butt here. Could be totally worth it or could not be worth it at all. So... that's the average height for a little peep thing. Yeah, move it up just slightly. Okay. There we go. Oh my god. Boom. There's that. Entrance sign. Oop! Buffering again, I guess. Yep. That's the way it's now. I've had issues with it. I don't know what the problem is with them, but I have had issues with that. Line to surface. Oh, that looks like it could be so good. off scenery thing. Here we go. Side. Just enough. I know it doesn't seem a whole lot of purpose to do all those other wall piece things since I just did that to it, but it does make me feel a little better. I'm not gonna lie. Not going to lie on that one, it does. Let me see this other side. Where's it at? Entrance. Obviously, we are going in north. Make this white background. White. Change the color of that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of that portion. Let's come back over here. Let's check out the planks again. This should be recolorable if I'm not mistaken, and it is. Let me get you out the way. Entrance. Not the word entrance. There we go. Shrinking down. We got entrance. Now here, I guess if we're coming along this way, you would probably end up seeing this ride sign would be right here along this wall. That's what I would have to figure, right? So what I am going to do, I haven't done this yet since we do have the update for it. Where is green? What? Oh my lord. 32 meters. This is a simple 4-meter one. Yeah. I think that works, actually. I think that does do pretty well. So... just along the border right there. I'm not going to go heavily into it. It's just going to be on the border right there because I want to... Where's it at? There's a slender kind of post rock. Maybe in this... That's what I was thinking of. Most likely that wasn't. But they have one like that in every formation. Jesus Christ, almighty. That's as small as that one gets. Not a fan of that. Well, now this looks doable. Let's try to find a different piece that works for this thing. Alright, let me just choose all the wall kind of pieces that have stone on them. I don't want to go mythology route. Right, in reality, something like that is actually probably better. But, let me see, what would this look like? I think I know what I am going to do. It just now dawned on me. Scenery theme, we are going to the Viking theme. Wait a second, that's the only one I got? Jesus Christ almighty. Boom. Two. Let's see how this fits right up there. Actually, not bad. This. Ooh, actually, hold on. Hold the phone. That's what we're going with. Don't know why, I just like the look of it. Alright, so... I need it to be in line here, because once I get this... or as aligned as possible. Once I get the base to match up, it's pretty much the size you need it to be. That's not bad. It just looks a little... nah, I'll keep it. It grew on me in a mere minute. Okay? Don't judge. Got that going there. So that's going to be that right side. Now, This coaster sign, I think... I'm sorry, hit the microphone on that one. I guess I probably should put it right here against this thing. Because if you're coming this way, I'm going to build a little support thing to kind of cover to show an entrance of a new area for the most part. And I'll probably actually do that right back there. But I want to have... So this, I'm probably going to fill in with something, or at least take out some pathway to put in some trees or planters or something. Because I don't, as much as I love having these open pavilion kind of things, it's just a lot of space that's unused that I think could be used for better, essentially. So yeah, that's what we're going to be kind of doing here in this. So let me go ahead and set up for our coaster sign, which, God, I'm trying to think, where would it be at? So if we come down through here, I mean, you know the coaster's there, so part of me wants to say, boom, put it right here in the middle, which I could actually do. So let me get this. Let me make a little stamp tool. Just go with a hexagon. And then literally it would be see, I'm gonna put it there. I think I would probably end up going 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that'd be good for that sign. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, Control Z. Why? What? I thought... Still wants to do that? I don't understand that portion. Alright. That's a little weird, but okay. Alright, let me see how well that works. Oh! That worked just fine. I just gotta not be an idiot about it, and you'll be amazed at... Whoops, wrong thing. Just don't be an idiot, and you will be amazed at stuff. That's all I'll say about that. Nope, wrong one. What is that one? There we go. Alright. So now we've built this in here. So, like I said, the actual signs I'm going to do off camera. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to name this one yet. That's the only thing. In fact, what I am going to do, let's go ahead and open that one up. I'm tired of it not being open. We got a hell of a ride. Might as well, put it to use. There's that. Now here, this is going to be a bigger sign just for the simple fact it is from one of our premier coasters. Turn off that. Let's see, where are you at? I love that they took this off the grid. Well, okay, so I kind of love it, but at the same time, I don't. Alright, so we've got that in. Now let's take a look at our screen. Projection. Oh, TV screen. Alright, so if we did do this thing, 8 meter big ass thing. Wow, that is really off center, but yeah. Okay. I gotta join all these damn things together. mean, that's better. It's just still not where you want it to be. See, look at that. So if I did this, let me take off angle snap and bring it back. That looks pretty damn decent. And there we go. Alright, so we've got that in. Now let's go ahead and take this little fence piece. And first things first, I'm going to shrink it down just a little. Well, not shrink it down, I'm going to sink it down. Edit this. Yeah. So we're going to send this all the way around here, and then I'm going to take it over to the other side by our coaster sign, and we will get it going around over there too. Just 1 second. Make sure it all lines up fairly well. It's not bad. It's not great. Alright, so if I put it there. I do that. I just squeeze it in. And then, yeah, it should be fine by the time I get down there. And it is. All right. Here we go. This guy over here is looking distraught. If I wasn't so busy doing this, I'd check out what he's talking to himself. I need to call security. We got some crazy ass people here at the theme park today. Actually, I have it on sandbox mode, obviously, so there's not really much of a chance of really actually needing security. All right, so there's that one. The one good thing about these things, hexagons being all these angles, you have so many of the same damned angles available to you. You really do. Once you get one wall lined up, you pretty much get half or about a quarter of them lined up, give or take. Just making sure you find all the damn walls. That's going to be the problem. Alright, so there's that. Got working here. Actually, that's fairly well done. I'll take it. Boom. See, this is a real fun part of Planet Coaster when you're doing the fencing and stuff like that. That's what it's all about. But I promise y'all, if you hang tight, folks, we are going to get to building a wing coaster here in a little bit. Just got to do some of the tediousness that goes into Planet Coaster before we get to that fun part. God, Planet Coaster is like being an adult, essentially. You got to do all the more tedious, non-fun stuff as long before you can even get to doing the really fun stuff. So that's one thing about this game. It teaches you about life. All right. so that's all over there. We got this one last little set. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's better. Alright, in. Because see, I think whenever we put the walls up around, so say around like a ride or something, I think we will go with that higher set of walls that we have right here. But on the interior, it'll be these lower sets, which I get. Okay, you can't have a bunch of hard-ass spikes sitting around. You know, especially when you have idiots walking around an amusement park. But I'm just saying. Now here, what I am going to do, I just need to get some rocks first. Let's see, so if I did that, oop. I did that, shrunk it down to about there. Alright, let me see. I miss the old days of really just. You're gonna be shitting me. You know, you could just select it. You didn't have to go through the whole closing it out and all that kind of fun jazz. Oh my god. Alright. Covering up way too much of the screen, I think. I don't know. I haven't made the signs yet. I am kind of holding off on that just a little bit. I want to see how some other people do them, what kind of glitches it truly has in it for these kind of signs and stuff like that. Mainly just kind of because I don't trust it completely yet, making the sign. Or using the billboards and stuff the way that they want us to. And it's mainly just because it's a new game, guys. I understand that it's got its problems. It's also got a lot of really good things going on for it. But, you know, it's just how I roll. I'll raise that up so there, that way it actually sticks up. Now then, let's fill in the space with some planting. Some bushes. Let me come down here to nature. Nope, not nature. Nature region. Let's go with tropical bushes. Big ass fern. Kiss my butt, dude. I actually like these big ass elephant ears. Isn't that what these are called? Alright, I guess let me take a fern tree here. Let's just shrink it on down some. That looks pretty full. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. I think that's looking pretty deep. I do kind of want to put in at least one tree on each side. Would that block off the view? I don't think so. If I'm coming around here, boom, I'm looking, there's my right sign. Which I guess while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to build a little border for. Do that afterwards. Let me find a tree. I know I did the birch trees and all that stuff, right? So I know I did that over here. And these trees are fucking huge. Oh. That one's not bad. That's pretty big. That's supposed to be a tree? No, Japanese maple tree. Okay. An almond tree? What is this? It's not a tropical oasis. I mean, I get it's a tropical, I guess, climate region thing, but it's not a tropical oasis, okay? So let's be real about that. Let me go back to the birch tree. Some of the trees that I know, right? I'll put that there. I'll put that there. Yeah, it's not horrible. The coaster's big enough that you come walking around. Oh, you see that right between the... Alright, that I think solidifies it. This is where we're going to do it just like that. And a scenery group. Here we go. Alright, so this is what I was looking for. Surface. Need that to actually hang this on. Two. Over, and now then that's a little excessive, as is that. Well, I do like how that pops up right there. Not like you'd actually see it, but let me just do this. Let's see. Yeah, so hold on. We're going to try something a little different. We're going to toy around with this stuff. Do that there. Put that there. And then here we'll just slide those together a little bit by a little bit. Now, what in the hell is this? I don't know what this is. So I'm going to get it to snap to this. This does look mighty interesante. We kept it just slightly bigger. Here's that. Alright, there's that. Now, I don't know exactly why I like that up there, but I do. I just do. Can't explain it, but I do. So, that's what that is? Okay. No, I think we're good there. So, if I'm looking, I'm walking like la-di-da-di-da. Oh, look, the Viking area. Ooh, coming through. Whoa, look at that crazy sign that someone made. Oh my god, that's insane. Hey, look at that back there, the Valkyrie. I can tell from that sign right there. But we got this sign for the coast here. Let's go ahead and hop in. Do. Best coaster ever until we do the wing coaster. So, alright. Good to go in that area. I do need to, like I said, I'll focus on adding some trees around this outside portion, but not a whole lot. And then I will dress kind of terrain paint gravel and stuff underneath the tracks. So yeah, we'll take care of that as we go. So one of the next things we definitely need to work on, one, I gotta fill this space in, but two, man, that's the one thing about doing these live streams, dude. Good Lord, you find all the different stuff you need to do, but you're just now thinking about it. You're like, oh my god, I need to put an entrance sign right there. Ah, jeez. So many things. But until then, I need to fix on this stuff. So I gotta wait for this coaster to come all the way back around. Although, I do think while I'm building this, I could probably just do it now. So... two, obviously I need to take the height down to 1 meter. We do that there. I'm actually fine with keeping that. One, two, three. All right. So let's go ahead and put up some walls. Let's build this building, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Taking a look at this drop. Let me see how, I'm going to have to see how it comes down and around through there. That's the only way I'm going to know how high to go on these sides. I just got to wait for it, because it's coming eventually. Are they still in there? Had to check to see if it was going to go at some point soon. Good Lord, man. It's taken off. It's almost to the top. Part of me wants to build a little thing going up over the top of this thing, too. I haven't done that yet, but man, that would be nice. There goes Dowd. For the first one. Out and around. Boom. Alright. Had to pause it so we could capture it. Let me see. If I do come that high. No, I need at least one more because I can't cut across that. Or to do that. Actually, hold the phone. We're not quite done just yet, fellas. Alright, so we got that there. Boom. Woo! That's a little close, but it will do. Will do for sure. Why doesn't that fit? That's a little odd. Of course, I could have just grabbed the wrong one, which I did. So foolish, foolish me. Alright, so I got that going. Boom. Let's see. Would I even... I could probably actually drop that down. Let me get the roof for this on this side over here. Two. Yeah. Alright, so now we've got that in. Let's come back to the wall. No, obviously not that one. This one, damn it. Alright, so now that I've got that there, I need to put in a floor because I got to put some lights in here. Let me go ahead and put in a little wood floor. I can run all the way across. It can. Got that in. Now let me go ahead and get a hold of some lighting, some lightage. Alright, so here we are, 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to go with this, down below. Wait, let me just see if I... do that. If we make those lights blue, and then to blue here. All right. Got that. It'll definitely be more lit up once we actually get the roof fully on. 12 o'clock. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I've got that in. I think I know what I need to do. Gotta go back to the Viking theme. Jesus Christ almighty. I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. If I put this in right here. Got that portion covered. Then I'll just have to build down. Okay. I think I can do that pretty well. There's a piece of wood I know. Actually, yeah, I don't mind this. It's not something that's going to be widely seen. Alright. Got that going. And now this. Let me see. I know I can get this wall piece up. Alright, so we got that wall piece there. You're not going to really see that much. Just cutting through. That going through here, it butts up right against there. Oh, we got one more. Alright, so that's actually going to be a fairly steep one, right? So that we obviously know. No room for that at all. So what I'm going to do, yeah, see, I have to go up one more at least, But even then, that's still way too close. So what I'm going to do here... It's a bit tougher of a call. I may just remove this thing altogether. Hold on. Yeah. It's out of here. It's a goner. Adios. Sayonara. See ya later. Okay. So if I were to have this come down, I'm just thinking of their view. See, I don't mind that because you get to see everything from it right there, like boom, up and around. Look at that view. Boom. Up and over. I like that. I definitely do. We are sticking with that one. So what I am going to do, let me do that. Let me just shrink it down a little bit. Which I don't want to completely obstruct the view. No, we're good there. So you still get to see it. You still get to see it whip around. Yeah, I'm good on that. Where are you people going? My good Lord, what are y'all doing? You need something fun. Well, go to the damned entrance. How about that? Jesus. What a bunch of morons. Can't even get into the damned entrance. Oh shit, we still have all this to do. Whoopsie. More things to do, I tell you. More things to do. It's just kind of how it rolls today. Alright, so I know one thing I got to do back here is to get the backstage thing going. So I'm just doing this real quick because I need to see. Let me just put that there. Now then, boom. Okay, now we're golden. Pathway, asphalt path. Make it a little less gray. Now what I like to do, boom. I did it best I could. Let me continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. How did this work? No, I'm trying to see the movement, I think. No? I don't know. Couldn't tell you that one. Alright, so we're going to have this area back here. Now then, we're going to take it on down to 1. I I'm actually going to have them meet up in the middle. Okay. We've got that going there, right? Let me edit this to bring this fence over. So we really would come about right. Yeah. I'm going to put it right here, though. Alright. We're in there. One, two, three. Alright, sorry I got a little focus on in there. Let's just bring this down around here. Oh, that was just about perfect. Alright, boom. We are in. So this is going to be a nice little backstage area. I guess I will go ahead and make this. Boom. Okay, so we're good to go there. Bringing this out about to here. That coming in there. Yeah, this is just going to be a simple little just backstage area. I'm going to find some dumpsters and shit to put back there. Alright, so we got that in. Alright, let me just see. I'm going to just do this real quick. I keep getting distracted. That is one thing I will admit happens quite a bit to me during this damn game, is I get distracted quite a bit. One there. One there. Now then, just for the hell of it, we are going to put down... Now keep in mind, all of this stuff is going to be completely unused because they're not going to have access to get back to this little piece. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess. Hold on. This is supposed to be a little employee break area. You're not supposed to see that as a patron, so we are going to fence this off. Alright, boom. There we go. Got that in. The fence going around. This is a making of a backstage area. I'm not going to get into the backstage thing like this right now, because what I really prefer to do at this point is let's start getting this coaster built. You know, what do y'all think about that? Let's start building a little bit of a wing coaster. All right, so we're done with that group. No, not test coaster. Stop. Edit coaster. There we go. Alright, so if you enter on the left and you exit on the left. So enter on the left, exit on the right. I think that's what I'm going to go with in that pattern. Because I do think that would be good for the peat flow. Have an entrance here, kind of wind it out and down so it kind of comes back through here and comes out to about here. So once you get this entrance put in, we can have some buildings put up here and then have it exit right through. Basically put it at the end of the Viking section, essentially is what it would be. So we're going to have path trailing off in this direction and going this direction as well. I don't think I'm going to have it run down here too much. I'm kind of like having this off in the back. I might though, so we'll see. Once I cut this pathway off going this way, I might just swing it around wide on this other side over here. There's a definite possibility of that, so just keep that in mind. Alright. First of all, let me just do that. Now then, what is this? Optional catwalk, block section. Actually, hold on. So not block. I'm gonna do friction brakes. 6. 10. Actually, we'll do the block brakes first. Right here. How big is that? So that's 8 meters, 9. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do 7 on this one. No, god damn it. No. Edit mode. Alright. Yeah, I'll put 10 miles an hour. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then friction brakes. 2 things of friction brakes. Okay. What is this at? 33.75? 20, yeah. Alright, so how big to make this? So if I want to bring it down, if I were to do this, so bringing it up to 8 feet right there. Let me do 5. Alright, like I said, I'm going with 5 meters on this thing, so fan of that. Alright. Let's figure this shit out. So, if we're coming down, there's no down angle yet. We're at 67. This is the first twist. 22 degrees. 45. I'm going to have to... I just want to see it. I got to have it modeled in front of me. So yeah, so look at that. So if I were to build one like this on my own, good lord. Alright, so let's do that there. And go to edit mode. We're going to smooth it out. We'll start testing this bad boy. Nope, wrong one. Oh, wait. Alright, it's going. Like, wait a second. Hold the fin. Look pretty damn janky, not gonna lie. Here we go. And I'm starting to do my smoothing section by section of the track, right? So, in case you're curious, that's how I do it. Go on now. Sound effects for you. Go back over just one more time. This time I've got 3 selected though. I wonder if that's going to make any difference. Part of me doesn't think it will, but a part of me thinks it does. Alright. Here we go. That does actually look smooth if you ask me. If you ask me. Now, people don't always ask me, but if you do. There we go. Alright, so from this next go around on it, I should be able to hop on that bad boy. Let's go in. I'm going to kick off. I think we'll get there to the top. Because I got to go change the lift hill speed back to 10 miles an hour. I just like it at 10. And I mean, already I could probably move it up to 12. Would be just fine. But personally, I like it at 10. Alright, so before I do that, let me go ahead and let's just hop on this one real quick. Rolls you over. Oh shit, that is smooth. Ooh, I enjoy that very much. Oh, I'm thinking about it though. Oh, it is at 10. I'm a genius. Okay. So, we got it going there. I were to do that, let me go sections of 2. Ooh. Alright, now we got that in. Let's come back through. Here we go again. Smoothing along. We're smoothing along. Because what I really am going to do here is I'm going to punch out this area to make for basically like a water feature. Smooth on around. Not so much a water feature, more of like a little lake thing. So I'm going to have it go down. It comes around. It's going to come in here, which is going to be like a little lake area. It'll come back out over in this direction. Maybe I got to see how I'm going to play that. To have it come back over here and then come back around through here and then boom. So essentially a lot of the coast will take part over the water. I like it hanging upside down here like this. One, I like how it looks. It just seems real smooth that way. There we go. God damn, that's a lot of action on the smoothing right there. Going over doing 2 pieces at a time, and then I'm going to move it to 3 when I get down here. Here we go, just one more. Alright. Now we're doing 3. The triple smoothens. Hey, you're right. I could probably do this after I finish the overall design, but I like doing it this time. So, nope, don't delete. Definitely don't delete. Go back over. Blow up the train. It's kind of fun to do. What I like is when I do the 3, you don't see a whole lot of track movement on it. So it should be fairly smooth to begin with. But I just kind of like doing this. And this is the first time I've been making my own inversions on this stuff. Alright. Almost through here. We'll try to see how it comes off that edge there. Alright. I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, right? I get it. But it's a fun thing to do with Planet Coaster. I mean, smooth is not fun, but it's necessary. You know what I mean? Here it comes over. Like that, man. I don't know, but that looks heavily intense. Oh my god. Whoa. After the smoothing, I'm not. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're definitely going to try it. I'm going to connect it and open it up before I do any kind of station work. That may be a little intense, to say the least, right? It may be. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I mean, in reality, I could make it taller. If I were to take out these pieces right here, take this piece, just lift it up some. Wow, I missed it. Damn it. We gotta check it out. Just getting across the track. That's just funny. Good old-fashioned funny business. So we're gonna let it get back up here once again. Yeah, I'm gonna have it coming through here. I think I'm gonna have it come up. I mean, I could have it do a lot of more tight turns, twists, spins in here, and come back out and circle back around that way. That might be the way to do it. I think we'll have to kind of... I'll play around with it when we get to this next little ride segment. That's going to be the big determining factor anyway. Let's just hop on this thing real quick. I like that. Smooth down. Whoa. I've seen worse. Definitely seen worse. Oh, we had worse on our last coaster, didn't we? Alright, so let me just start it up. Two. Too big. I just want to see if it'll make it over. I just want to see if it'll make it over. That actually made that incredibly smoothly, which makes me very nervous about this. That looks absolutely wicked, though. It did make it over, but I don't think it actually made it over all that well. I might actually be able to highlight. Like, let me come and edit. I want to see if I can lift this up and then lower this back down. Because it did make it over and around, which is kind of shocking. Even then, that's 161 coming off the mag. This is 140. Whoa, big speed. Yeah, it barely makes it over. Smoothing that out. That is the worst zero-G roll in the history of zero-G rolls. That's actually not that bad. Alright. Let's do that again. Stupid ass testing. This is what you gotta do, man. Alright. So if I go up 22, actually, so let me just 22. Okay. See, I can always rethink that pathway to the swimming area. That's not going to be a big problem. Sorry, I kind of went silent there. Got a little focused, if you will. It actually looked really good. It's a bit long and excessive, but it'll do. Maybe I should just use the regular pieces. I mean, who am I kidding, right? It probably should be a 45-degree angle. That's a good little turnover right there. Oh, that's what that is. That's that slope it's on. What is this? See, that's got to be 33.5. I mean, if I went up 45 degrees. No, I want to edit. Damn coaster. Got to make it right, you know what I mean? So, boom. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Yeah, that's the problem. Two. This only goes to 103 feet. Alright, let me see if I do one per side. If I come down here, that's a 22. 11. think that should be good. 140 feet coming off this hill. It's actually fairly decent size. I think we can make it smooth enough that we should be good. I'm watching it kind of do its little shaking thing over because it's got all those little things. Now screw it, we gotta smooth that too. Downside of there being a lot of these things is we are smoothing over these as we go, section by section. 140 foot 0G roll. I'm not sure what the biggest one for a wing coaster is. That's got to be damn near the top, if not at the top. And on that note, if it is that large, it's probably fairly unrealistic, if you know what I mean. Just barely. But it doesn't actually. I really like that. Especially with that slowdown over top. Let me know what y'all think. If you know anything more about these things, what is the largest inversion on a wing coaster? I mean, it's only 160 feet tall. I say only 160 feet tall. It's probably one of the tallest damn wing coasters there is. But still, y'all get what I'm saying. Through. I'm probably gonna, God, I don't want to have to do custom supports, but I have a feeling I'm gonna probably have to with these things. I don't think I'm gonna be given much of a choice. Blew it up. One little piece of the train made it through. Well played. Smooth it out. The support shows back up. Okay. Although what I might do is what I used to do, just highlight each track piece and then just remove the support on those particular pieces. That might be something to do. I did find that Planet Coaster 1 for me that's a little bit better than doing the. In case anybody's curious, let me just show you what I mean. So instead of doing custom track support, let me just take that off there. Yeah, off there, and off on that one. But see, it kind of declutters it. It really does. I think it works out pretty smoothly that way. A little bit better, I think. And then plus it lets me save on piece count and all that because I'm not sitting there doing custom supports constantly. That's just when you get into janky little areas like that, it becomes a little bit crazier to kind of pull off to make it look normal, or I guess proper, you know what I mean? Alright, let's get this smooth and done so we can check out this element to see how it goes. A couple hours into this live stream, we have been operating on building this damned coaster. I swear, we're going to get the coaster built and smoothed out before we even come close to finishing this stream today. Now that is my goal, to get this coaster built. Of course, I could be wrong. I mean, like I said, we've been at this thing for a couple hours. We got a lot of stuff done, don't get me wrong. And we really did, but this coaster is turning out to be quite the conundrum. And guys, if you think of a good ride for an RMC coaster, Viking named themed ride for an RMC coaster that we got going on over there, definitely put that down in the chat. Also, I do record all these live sessions, and so I do put them up on YouTube. If anything comes up, if you see them, think of a name, put it down in the comments of the YouTube. It's just Champ and Sons is the name of the YouTube channel. If you think of anything, put it there so we can get some of these things named. I think the only ride I kind of have a name for is going to be this flying coaster, inspired by Anchorman. Whenever he says "Great Odin's Raven," I think it's in one of the extra scenes during the credits when they didn't use when he sells Sandy. Go fuck yourself. Then he watches a replay back because he doesn't understand. That's one of his reaction shots, and I think it sounded pretty damn good. And as far as Viking goes, I think it really does work. Now the track is all the way out over here, more near the entrance, so it's not like this is a Viking coaster, Viking theme park. What we have is going to be the coaster. Actual entrance is right over there. Everything else just flows around through here. So that's kind of what we're going with on that. Alright. Almost done. I'm probably am going to have to start using some inversions. Some non-custom inversions. Although I kind of want to see how this works out. Look at that thing. Get out of here, Joker. Alright. Coming down to the end of this smoothing requirement. Like I said, for anybody curious, I go forward and backwards 2 pieces at a time to smooth it all. And then I select 3 pieces and go back over it forward and backwards. Again, I just started doing this. Normally I build with like 8 meter long pieces, maybe 9 or so longer size pieces. Here, though, I have got 5 meter, not 4, but 5 meter size pieces, and I think it works out pretty well. Alright, here we go, smooth. Where's my... Oh, it just went over it. Although just by looking at it, it didn't have that shakiness anymore. It looks fairly awkward. Oh well. Alright, so let me come in here. Let me just do move on. Let me remove that one. That one. Move that one. And that one. Now then over here, we'll remove that one. That one. And that one. Alright, where's you at? Alright, almost to the top of the hill. Almost there, folks. Almost there. Alright, coming off. Let's hop on. Let's see what this inversion does look like. Down. I have to re-smooth that, I think, too. Wow, that's fairly smooth. That is fairly smooth. Alright. But, let's see something. If I were to bring it out over here. So if I were to bring it out over here, I could actually probably fit a flat ride in right here. Yeah, let me just move that there. Alright, let's edit this coaster. Boom. Alright. Let me just see. God damn it. Who am I kidding? Not rolls. Not inverted is what I'm looking for. Hey, look at that. Just comes right on around. And see, that goes so good. Oh, man. Kills me just thinking about it. Let me see some of these other ones. Oh, what the hell? Why does it go down all the way below there? Very interesante. Yeah, see, look at that. Oh, wait a second. The fuck? Why is that an option here? There shouldn't be an option on this thing. Ah, here we go. Now this is the piece I was looking for. 162,000, not bad. If I were to bring it in there. Oh, God. Oof. That's pretty damn close. I wonder, though. If that would actually work. Because at that point, I could send it back through here. It's got potential. Now this path work, I would probably just reroute it going back around from this side. Just bring it back like that. Although having it cross under is not that bad of it. Not that bad. But I would have to put a custom support right here. Would not have a choice on that one. Let me just see something. I bet you this. That's being held up. Yep, there it is. There it is. Put that there. I might just slide this over. Yeah, we'll do that. Edit coaster. Alright, it's starting out again. Jesus Christ almighty. Tell me it's inspired by Europa Park. Yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know if I'm going to check it out on the stream. But yeah. Definitely. You know, actually tomorrow I may have time if you... your park's up on the workshop, I'm assuming? I think it should be. We might do that. Let me just see. Oh, crap. Let me hop on. Yeah, I gotta re-smooth this out. Well, that should be little inversion going. Ooh, slow. So that kind of hurt. Picked up speed coming around that corner. Actually does. That's not too bad. I really don't mind that. In a sense. Wow, we got that thing shooting through here. Yeah, I will. Let me finish this, but I'll check it out. Euro Pasas. Just give me a minute. Let me try to get this thing. Wow, why did that extend itself out so far? 13, 4, 5 meters. Alright. Because I want to try to get this thing finished real quick, and then we'll go check it out. Okay? Alright, let me try to figure out how we're going to wind this thing down. It is going to have some speed, and I'm not looking for too many more crazy inversions coming. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess I could put at least one more. But still, you know. Alright. Why does it kick that? I guess because I went out of it or something. Alright, so here... 22. I think I know what we're going to do. 22. We're going to just do one little piece at a time. See, it says it's pointed that way. You know what? It very well may be. Here we go. What would I put in after this? Because I gotta get it to come back. I mean, I guess in all reality, actually, I could just do this and maybe helix this thing back around. But let me take off angle snap here real quick. I'm already at 11.25. 5 meters. Okay, alright, so we're at 90 here. 5 degrees. Reality, though, is probably the most doable with the kind of speeds that we're forcing through here. We'll keep that at a 90-degree turn. Right, so we come back down 5 meters. Close enough. Wow, that is quite the massive difference. Three, 4, 5. Jesus. Boom. Alright. Got that going in. That's a pretty wicked ass helix. I'm looking at the rolls because I'm gonna do probably not a barrel roll. God damn it, corkscrew. That would help it start to really head back on that other pathway, or help it going on the way back at least. I wonder how much speed it does have going through there. Nope, I would have it come right back. Oh, God. Hello. Oop, not sticking it straight up at all. Whoa. So it does do its job. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Alright, so let me just say we do 2 at a time. Alright, so if that's too much still, we'll do 3 at a time. Ha ha! I will not be outsmarted by such a game. Wait a second. Alright, so we got that there. Feet. Two. Whoa! Alright. So we're going to come back and we're going to do a threefer again. Thank you. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I should get to 180 all the way around at the right goddamn time. 2, 3. 2, 3. Three. 1, 2, 3. 123. 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah, that might be a little wickedness. I don't know. I just figured it might do more coming off that edge. Might do more. Let me just see. I mean, guys, we've changed up enough coasters in my lifetime. I mean, hell, we had to rebuild this one, so it happens. Let me just see what it does going around. Barely makes it up and over. That's all right. Down around. It goes from 99 to 119. Goes down there. See, it may not even clear this spot, and if it doesn't, still going down, zooms around, up, over, down, around again, and then in. Yeah, it does work. I don't know how well it's going to work, though. So we will have to see about that. But let's get this bad boy smoothed. Alright. Like I said, I promise I will go see the park. I just need to get this thing smoothed out. I'm a man of my word. I will see the park. It's got a lot of smoothing to do, that's all. Barrel roll is actually not looking too bad. Probably could have done better coming off this turn as far as angling it towards the station, but you know, it is what it is there. This is quite a wicked turn down. I don't know. I have a feeling these ratings are going to be too high, and I'm going to have to rebuild it again next time. It is a fear. That's the downside to building stuff live is, man, things can go so wrong so quick with it. I'm going to do each feature before and after this corkscrew piece. Alright, so now we got to do our triple. And y'all knew this was coming. You knew it. I've warned people about it plenty of times before. It's fairly smooth. We're not seeing a whole lot of movement going, adjustments happening. So we got it pretty good smooth all the way in. Yeah, I have a feeling this turn is going to be a little bit violent. Just a slight feeling. Little high G-forces right there. As long as it doesn't kill you, I'll be fine though. Smoothing it around. Still going. Alright. Almost there. Yeah, then coming off this back end, I'm going to have to put in trim brakes, I have a feeling, at some point right around here. Well, okay, so normally you would have to, or you do probably run the risk of severely damaging people with extreme G-forces they would feel coming out of a little barrel roll right there. But hopefully smoothing it like this will do a little bit better of a treat for us. Alright, so we're down to 1. So here we go. We're back into this portion. Alright. Oh my God. Well, yeah, gotta do it. Like I said, it's the painful part of Planet Coasters doing this stuff, man. I don't know what y'all got going on today, but hopefully it's something better than smoothing this damn thing out. Oh my God. I think when I do put this one up on YouTube, I am definitely going to take out the smoothing. I'm going to cut that crap out of there. Alright. Just bringing it on around. Although I think doing this turn isn't so labor intensive as far as a lot of different things happening. It's just really being stuck going 90 degrees. So what I am going to do is probably just do this one round of smoothing going all the way. I think that should be enough. We'll hop on a quick ride and then we will jump into... Man, I really hope I'm not pronouncing this horribly, but part of me says Europasa, but Europasa, I'm not sure how that back ending is pronounced. Sorry, I'm being from Texas. My pronunciation skills are a little bit on the downturn, if you know what I mean. Alright. Here we go. Just keeping things smooth. Smoothing it all around. This is, you know, I think I've said it before. This is the whole how the sausage was made situation. Like, I love it whenever I do finish a park, or get to do a park tour, like episode on something I've done. But man, it is tedious getting to that finishing point, right? Like, think about it. I've been in this stream for basically close to 3 hours now, close to it, and we got a lot done. It just doesn't feel like a whole lot. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. And I probably am going to have to rebuild this damn thing. I'll save it if it works, but I'm probably going to have to rebuild it. In terms of not making it so high, keeping the inversions a little bit simpler. If I really want, I can just keep it through here into this small little section. Is ideally what I was supposed to do for it, but kind of got away from me there a little bit, you know what I mean? Doing the custom inversion stuff, it kind of gets you. Here we go, we're almost done. We're almost done with the smoothing. Almost, people. I promise you, we're almost there. And you know what? We're going to get on and we're going to do the test ride before we even look at the ratings of this coaster, just because I don't know what it's going to be. I'll check that stuff off camera. Like I said, next time, if you don't see this coaster anymore, well, the ratings were pretty damn bad. Alright, coming off here. One more piece, and I can smooth out. Alright. So here we are. It's all connected up. Pop test. Start test. And then alright, I'm going to let this ride play through, and I will join y'all back up afterwards, but I'm going to wait till we at least get to the top of the hill. Now once we get through this ride, we will check out the park suggested in the comments, but until then, I will see y'all on the other side of this ride, everybody. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so it's got decent ratings. Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was muted there for a second. This part coming off of there was too fast. I like this barrel roll. I think if I lessen that coming out of there and bring it down and around, I can do that better. I think. That's kind of a tough one to tell. That's a goofy looking little piece right here too. This part is rough. It's a little too much, I think. But every other part of the coaster is good. Let me just see, since I went back through and re-smoothed it, let me just see what that looks like. Oh, yeah. Much better. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that actually looks so much better. All right. So I believe that other park is in the workshop. Give me a second. Let me get set up and we'll hop into that other park for you. We'll be right back. Hold on. All right, let me go ahead and go into the workshop and I'll open this one up. I hope that's the right one, and then I will hop back on with y'all. So give me just 1 minute. I'm gonna close off just so nothing, in case anything gets shown as far as stuff. So yeah, all right, I'll be right back with y'all in just 1 minute. Alright. I hope you're still on because we are in the park, brought to us into the comment section by a sale right here. This is the park he has been working on. Europasa, inspired by Europa Park. Alright, let's start down here. Alright guys, look at this. I like these entrances. This is really nice for coming through here. It's sorry, I gotta work on my camera control. I really do like how that looked out, especially with the color difference. Given that alpine-y theme, even though they don't have alpine in here. Ooh, I like those. What are those pieces again? Oh, the mythology fence, that's right. I like that, good. And a nice little entrance plaza. Sorry if my camera movements are quick. That's just how I roll. Okay. Do this here. I like the new little construction thing. What is actually going to end up being built here? I may have gotten the wrong version of it. But danger of death. Fast train beyond. Nice. I love that. I don't know what these say. I really don't. I would assume something similar to that. I like that intro. I like coming around here for to see how these flat rides are done, especially with everything that we can do to them. Ooh, what is this over here? Let's zoom on over. Good Lord, where did you get these things? My goodness. It's a lot of dang riding, heart conditions and everything for the damn carousel. That's a basic rock wall there. I like how that's used. That's really well done. Yeah, good. A lot of people have been doing that with those the gate pieces, putting the blocks over and stuff. I don't mind them. Yeah, normally, really, it would just extend out from a little base. And it wouldn't be this kind of open, closed kind of thing. But still, I do like. I like covering them up. I personally don't always do it, mainly because I just don't think about it. But I like how this one turns out here. Having a little rock wall and going around the carousel. I think that does look pretty damn good. There's the entrance to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's make our way through. See, people are only coming out of here, but I see other people going that way. What is this? Wait time 5 minutes. What are we waiting on over here? Whoa, whoa, camera work, people. Get control of yourself. So he comes around. Wow. I think that's the exit queue. Yeah, it is. Huh. Nice. I really like the way that looks. Sorry, camera. Ooh, we got ourselves a little coaster going. Alright, let's take a look at the ratings. Pretty decent ratings here. And let me jump on. We are in the front. We're already here. Let's go, folks. Oh, wow, look at that rock. Look at all those rocks there. That had to be something to build, to say the least. Oh, the little head chopper moments. Because this comes off as more of a family style, I guess, coaster than anything. I guess we'll see. Let's give it a chance to end. Well, those have got to be some little airtime hillage. Through and to the end there. See, that's actually a perfect little family coaster. The way that thing went through, it's quick enough, it's good, it's fast, you got yourself some airtime. I love the fact that it's all on the rocks. So it basically looks like you just kind of carved into a little hillside there and just built this thing completely on the rocks. Rock ride. Alright. Rock ride, I like it. Alright, so let's check out this exit queue just because. Comes down to there. Move that. That's just the underneath. Oh, I really like that one. Now it comes down. So, oh, you did the double station. Exit over here, entrance over there. Ah, well played. Well played on that one. I like it. So let's come back through the exit. Whoop. Into the rocks. Into the rocks. Back out. Bail. I'm just into more scenery. Sorry, my camera work is really piss poor. Like I said, first ever park tour I've actually done. So normally we would come out from here. What is this? Hello, Mr. Track. What are you? Oh, monorail. Okay. Oh, come past it. Ooh, whoa. That looks good. I think that's the monorail, I'm assuming. What is back here? Oh, I love that. Little thing swinging around. Makes it feel like it's going to be thrown on your head. Good Lord. Alright, yeah, once again, guys, sorry about the camera work. I am really trying to get better at that. Ooh, I do like this. Oh shit, that's that one little Viking wall piece. Okay, that's what that is, and just made excessively large. I like that. We're gonna have to check this out at nighttime. I like how that fits actually into a perfect little wall segment coming off. It just looks like stacked up stones. That was really well done. Here, I love a little family looking fountain, right? I mean, this little family having fun. Of course, that's before they end up being on like a Netflix special or something. American Killer Family, the statue family, posed for a statue for Planet Coaster before they were brutally murdered. Whoops, sorry, wrong way. Alright, what is this? Oh yeah, monorail. Alright. Just had to double check. Just had to double check. Alright, let's get moving. I could change the sensitivity, I guess, you know, of all this stuff. I really could. I'm not going to, but I could. Ah, I got a little coaster over here, Dewey. Let's go ahead and whoopsie. It's gonna just zip off. Oh, man, that's a lot of. So I know it's inspired by Europa Park, but where would this thing be at? Kind of climate wise, I guess. Wow. Okay, look at that. Taking advantage of the video billboards. Oh wow, I love it. That is great. That is great. Euromere. 11%. I want to go. 5% has cheap tickets. Alright, cheap tickets. Gotta love it. Where are you at? This thing isn't an indoor coaster, is it? Where is the damn thing? Oh, they're just getting off. Okay. Oh, really went all out with the double station. Alright, let me go ahead and hop in. Nope. There it is. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm going to take a look at the ratings and stuff after. Oh my goodness. Look at those video boards going. Oh wow. Huh. It's supposed to be a little satellite, I'm thinking. Oh yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. Come out to the top. Nice view of the park. Oh, hello. Gotta love that view of the park going around. The wheel, get pushed. Boom. So this is, I really like this kind of layout, but for this kind of coaster, what kind of coaster is this? Whoa, here we go. All right. Get some nice little drops and turns in there. I'll still say, I think a part of me feels, at least for that top half portion, it'd be perfect for like a spinning or like a wild mouse coaster or something. Come through here, and that's going to take us on to the end. Man, those things are compact. Was this built for like a let me see. Speed 37. Yeah. So was this part built? Look at that. I've never been to a theme. Well, okay. Let me change it. I have been to theme parks outside of Texas, right? But we're talking the Busch Gardens and stuff like that. I've gone to those, Universal, as all the ones in Florida. But I haven't gone to any other theme parks, obviously, other than those Busch Gardens, Tampa, Universal. Outside of that, I haven't gone to many theme parks outside of the state of Texas. So whenever I look at it and I start thinking of the ride selection that there is, done with his break, he's come back from work. But are the coasters a lot compact over there in Europe, I guess? I know obviously your big ones are going to be going big sweeping ones, obviously, but for the most part, because I don't know what park it is that has, was it called the Smiler or whatever, those seem really compact style coasters. And same thing with this one too. Like, I really enjoyed it, especially coming off here. The quick little drops felt really nice, and a good little change of pace coming off from the being pushed around the top portions of it. I do really like that factory feeling. The video boards on there are brilliant. I think if you're going to put in some custom video boards, man, we got some serious potential there. Those really did, and they just looked fantastic. Little boat ride over there. Oh wow! You put a whole thing on the logs, didn't you? Built the that's the slide ride. Yeah, it is. Huh. Oh wow! Well done on that one, dude. I like that. Well done there. All right, so I'm not gonna go down a slide, but this is for the log ride, I'm assuming. Isn't it? Wow, okay, look at that bridge going across. Well done, I like that. I will say also, if you're going to have it go across and you're going to put these posts going down, go ahead and remove the supports from this section. Because I mean, that looks good as it is. And, you know, with the ground covers that you got on there, these things, I mean, it looks incredible. Removing those, I mean, that's just a personal thing in all reality for me, right? So here we come. Oh, this is the exit one. That's the. My goodness, your double station stuff. It's catching me off guard. Antique power cars. One is incomplete. I'll incomplete your face, game. Don't you dare tell me something's incomplete. I love those little things. Now, is this just a boat ride going around? Yeah, okay. But, I mean, look at this. The detail going onto these log rides. I love that. I absolutely love that. That's great. It's sprung out right in the middle of the lake, too. Man, this is an incredibly good-looking park, right? Like, it really is. Now, I've never done park tours before. But yeah, I'm really liking that one. And my goodness. All right, here's what I love about this. So that looks like, obviously, it looks like the boat ride, like the boat coaster, water coaster, what have you. But I love this point of view coming. even with the big reeds and all that stuff, like, look at this. You sit there and see it coming around. Boom, whipping around. Gotta love that. We're gonna jump on this thing. We're gonna cut the line. Get out of my way, you ingrate peeps. Oh, I like that custom support right there. That fits so perfectly into it. Well done. I love that. You got your rock walls to cover up the pathwork. Maybe at some point they will do the squared off paths. Personally, I prefer squared off. But who knows in reality. Alright, so we're cutting our way through. Oh, wait. This is for the river rapids. What? Where the hell did that coaster go? Oh my god. Alright. Either way, we're gonna check this out. Once this one gets going. Right, let's check it out. Oh, a little jumping out at you. That's actually cool. Whoa, that was... We got to go back and look at that when we can. I like those little cages over there. Oh, that's good. We're still working our way around. I love the foresty, the foliage. See, okay, so those ferns that are huge, I think that works out really well for this, having those ferns that are massive. I think it really does. So that actually works out excellent. And the way you're able to resize all those reeds to fill in. It's got good foliage work, but it also all fits. I mean, hell, it fits in the dude with the little Hawaiian shirt he's got on. As you're going around. Oh, nice little use of the Viking sail. I like it. We're cutting this way. We're going to be coming down someplace soon. And here we go. Ooh. Nice little splash down there at the end. Man, that's good. That was a good ride. Surprising getting to that ride. I thought I was going in through my... yeah. I thought this was for that coaster. But I'm assuming you walk down this way. And if I would look at the damn signage, you got signs right there. Raft that way. Poseidon this way. Ooh, Poseidon. That's the exit, so the entrance is right there. And they need to work on identifying their entrances better. Alright, so at least that entrance, they had an entrance thing right here to show it for you. So coming through, a little bit of that rock work, going around the edge. Well, too bad for them. You can't read the park entrance. I don't care. Alright. Train 1. Train 2. Here we go. We are off, folks. I like that. Looks like a little Indiana Jones kind of train thing. Submarine, actually, also. I like that. So it gives you a feeling of being higher up than what you really are when you start putting stuff like that next to it. That windmill. That was actually pretty cool feeling. I love coming around here into that corner. Little explosion. Down and boom! Hard hit into the water. Gotta love That dude is jacked up, man. Look at him. Ah! I don't know why he's still screaming. You not swim or something there, buddy? Shouldn't have gone on a boat ride if you can't swim. Ooh, look at the... See, I love the viewpoints. I actually love the viewpoints. I've started trying to work on that myself. But, man, those views are excellent. This dude is still on edge. I'm sure if they gave these peeps knuckles, he'd be white knuckling. And what? You're wearing flip-flops, hombre? Really? Disappointed. Disappointed in him. Alright, where are we coming through in here? Let's see. I wonder what the ratings are on this thing. I have a feeling that this is actually a really good coaster. I really do enjoy it, but I have a feeling the ratings are going to go low or lower just because of that longer water portion. Because I think it does take that into effect, whether it should or shouldn't. I think it does. Wait a second. This is... Oh, shit. There's a track. That's the other part we went on. Huh. Rolling us along. Tight quarters. Ooh. Oh, nice. Little light show segment right there. I don't think that's for us. But still, I enjoy seeing that. Alright, here we go. Into the darkness and into the station. Yeah, see, 2.98. Yeah, so that's affected by the water portion of the ride. Why can't I just back out normal? Oh my god. So that's only because this part was so long. That was really great portion. These turns were absolutely fantastic coming down and around. Real smooth and everything. I really enjoyed that one. Let's come on through here. I like the open little area here. Nice little transition, kind of, let you go out to a pier. But it's a good little transition point. I would say probably between two more heavily themed areas. I get this supposed to be a little kid park. Now, in all reality, I would just probably try to replace that with natural pathing if possible, or just put a path to take out the path going around it, so you can put like gravel in or something to make it kind of playgroundy. But I really like this transition part. So that's one thing I do. Whenever I don't try to build highly themed things, right? If I did though, you got to have transition areas. I don't think you can go from one spot just directly into the next. But that one has a great little transition area. And that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm assuming that is Voltron. 100 centimeters. I don't know how tall that is. Oh, nice. Whoops. Oh. Let me come down into it. Alright, so this is Voltron Nevera by Rimac. I'm assuming Rimac probably built this, so this comes out of the thing. Alright, let's take a look at this coaster. Woohoo! Assuming that's us. Alright. Let's hop on this thing and take a look at it. Whoa! Okay. Alright, firing us on up out of there. Oh, this is not the right one. Damn it, man. Maybe it is. There's a blue track right there. Nope, it just comes off that way, I think. Alright. Ooh, smooth. So that is some pinpoint stopping on those hills. That's awesome. I really like how it gets right up to that point, and man, you think it is going to fall back over, but it doesn't. Oh, brilliant hang time. Right back around. Now in. Okay. Ooh, that's awesome to see right there. I like that one. 6.2. That, yeah, no, that's a good rating for that coaster. I enjoyed it. The Voltron. All right, where am I? Sorry, I get my cameras all mixed up. All right, so let's see, where do we got to go from here? All right, does it come back? No. So Voltron is pretty much going to be it for the last coaster ride. Man, I really like that. I really like this park and how it is. Yeah, I think it's so for what I'm used to, like in Texas, these would be more spread out. But man, I like how it's one hit after another of stuff coming through. I'm assuming, is this where the car ride was? Or we got the alert for antique power car ride? Yeah, that's what it looks right there. So this is a really good job on this park. I really do enjoy it quite a bit. So yeah, definitely good job there. And yeah, so I didn't even notice that before. Oh shit, little orchestrated water show going. No, I like this park. This is a really well done one. Europasa. So great job for it. Well done on all of this stuff, guys. I really love this entrance building. I think the entrance is incredibly top notch right there. Some of the designs for these other buildings here, this little cone shaped thing, excellent job with it. And yeah, just excited to see what's been done here. I haven't checked out a lot of parks, but this is definitely making me think that I should definitely start checking them out. Maybe do that in a few more streams every now and then. Jump in. Hey, if y'all got a park you find on the workshop, recommend it. Want to go into it? Let me know. We'll check it out at that point. So yeah, guys, thank y'all for joining us here in this live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. We're about 3.5 hours into it, and I'm gonna get ready. Probably do some off-camera work that needs to be done, and then we'll kind of continue working in the next live stream. Probably next week. Definitely not tomorrow morning. Probably next Saturday, though, is when we'll do the live stream next Saturday morning around 9 to 9:30. So be sure to join us for that one. Other than that, guys, hit the follow button. I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Like I said, if you want to catch up with these live streams on my YouTube channel, it's just Champ and Sons, YouTube at Champ and Sons, or Champ and Sons YouTube, however you want to do it. Champ and Sons. And we got all of our content from Planet Coaster with our YouTube series. We're starting to put the live streams up, plus all the other stuff we do on the channel, all the other games we got going on. I think, it's turning out really well. Definitely join us for that. We're trying to be consistent with it. I'm trying to do what I can for y'all in that realm. But I will see y'all next time, everybody. So as always, stay safe. And well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.